God, I did it right. Hi. So I'm Sharon from Sharon's Creative Corner. And tonight I want to talk about parchment paper. So, I've been studying, I guess that's what you call it, studying the resin, epoxy, what is it, acrylic pour, let me see, clear cast. I've been studying all that for about 6 months. And so what I saw a lot of the, powers that be using were the silicone sheets. And I'm like, oh my God, hold on. I'm like, oh my God, these sheets, they're so expensive. Like, I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that I don't know. I mean, I'm all about investment, but I just don't want to spend $15 for a sheet. And then I went to this one site that everybody uses in all of their videos. I'm like, oh my God, $65 for that. I'm not paying $65 for that. So when I first started, they said use parchment paper. When I first started heat pressing or using, that's my maker, and I have a Cricut behind me and a Joy. When you do, before I bought my first Teflon sheets, I used parchment paper to put on top of my, on top of the iron-on, the HTV iron-on, so that when I use the heat press, which is right there, my Cricut, why is my camera out of focus? I don't know why it does that, y'all. Uh-oh, tapping the camera. When I used my Cricut, I had to put the parchment paper on top of it to not burn it. Because usually, when you're starting something, you want to invest, but you don't want to invest money into the product. And so for me, okay, don't want to do that. For me, it was important for me to save money. So last week I was resining pictures, and I really need to ship them. And I used parchment paper. Can you see that? I used parchment paper. That's a blob of resin or acrylic pour. Now, what you call it? Clear cast on a parchment paper. But watch this. And this is the third time I've used this paper. Watch how cool this is. Look. You see, it comes right off. You just pull it off. No tear, no nothing. And you can get this paper from the dollar store. Look at that. No holes, people. $1 a roll. And where's the box? I don't even know where the box. The box is up front somewhere. It's not back here where it should be. It's up front. I have Mary Kay and everything on the floor. But if you're doing acrylic clear cast or amazing cast, these babies, these puppies. If you're using these A and B, you have to mix them together. You have to mix them together to make your resin. Use parchment paper. So what I do is now I do it upon request. So if I do an acrylic pour for someone to make my pictures or the acrylic frames that I do, I'll ask them if they want it regular. So when the acrylic paint dries, it dries regular. Or if they want me to pour the resin on top of, the resin gives this really glossy, bright, pretty covering. And so if they want that, then that's extra, of course. But I set my parchment paper in underneath it to catch it so it doesn't ruin anything. But isn't this cool? So please go buy, this video is about to end. So please go buy your parchment paper, save you a couple of dollars, and I'll see you back at the next video. Bye.